Hi, my name is Nolan Crowley. I am a secondary history English art teacher down here in rural Alabama. I teach high school grades 11 through 12, but that changes all the time. So who knows what I'll end up teaching. The only constant has been history. This is my last course that I need to become a certified teacher in the state of Alabama. Um, yeah, it's a little bit about my background. Much like our professor, I have done overseas teaching. I didn't expect to become a teacher. I went to a small art school in New York City, and then I joined the Peace Corps. And I was an English teacher, and I did anti-malarial work with young mothers in Burkina Faso, West Africa. I fell in love with teaching. I never expected myself to become a teacher, but here we are. I had to end my term of service in the Peace Corps early because a civil war broke out in the country I was in. When I got back to the States, I joined Teach for America, and they sent me from New York down here to Alabama. I am done with my classes. I am done with my term of service in with Teach for America, but I'm still at my placement school. I was actually recently made English department chair. I just really love the kids. So I think that handles the introduction. If you have anything else you'd like to know about me, please feel free to ask a question. But I guess I'll now reflect on Young Dead Poets Society. I gotta be honest with you all, I really did not enjoy this movie at all. But to reflect on what makes Keating a more successful teacher, I think it's important, excuse me, to talk about like what Welton Preparatory School really wants. And Welton Preparatory School is an elite all-male institution that stresses tradition, discipline, structure, and conformity. And Keating, wants the exact opposite of that. He stresses individualism. He's very inspirational. He obviously has a huge love for the content he teaches, right? I mean, like as an English teacher myself, like I hope I can try to capture at least some of his passion for the subject, right? I love poetry. I love history, as I'm sure many of you were in high school or whatever. So I guess that answers the question: what makes him an effective teacher, but not, liked by Keating? I mean, not liked by Welton Preparatory School is because he is a nonconformist. He preaches individualism as opposed to conformity. Preaches passion as opposed to like cool rationale, which a lot of Welton students seem to understand. But y'all, I'm gonna go off for a little bit on my own little tangent. I don't think this movie is, very like inspirational. I mean, at the end of the day, Keating is, a white man who is the product of these elite institutions. Like he himself is a graduate of Welton, and at the end of the day, he's teaching other young white men how to embrace sort of like this rugged, petty individualism, which is which is like a founding part of our country's ethos, like this individualism, like you don't want to live off the government or whatever. And I don't really understand. I mean, I do understand. Like I've seen the movie. I don't really understand, but at the end of the day, I don't think Welton's, like strict hierarchy, like white culture sort of, institution that it is. I don't think that there is supposed to be a lot of conflict there. I understand why there's conflict. Like I get it. I've seen the movie again, but at the end of the day, like Keating's sort of dedication to teaching like this foundational character aspect of America, like rugged individual, like this individualism, this like passion, is not at odds really with like the guiding principles of the prep school that they're all going to. People love this movie. I'm sorry if I offended you. I mean, like, listen, everybody has their own tastes and stuff. But I didn't really find it all that inspiring. I don't know, maybe it's just like I just can't really. I grew up very poor, so I can't really like identify or feel bad or like have empathy with like super rich kids going to elite universities and their like elite problems. Like I don't know. So sorry if that offended anybody. I know people love this movie, but I just don't really get it. So that's my introduction. Once again, I'm Mr. Nolan Crowley. I'm really excited to be learning with y'all, and I hope I didn't step on any toes with this. Have a great rest of your day.